Hello and welcome to another episode of Market Track. I'm Abuzar. So what's going on with the housing market in Ottawa? It seems to be insane to a lot, especially my buyers there. We keep going into multiple bids and it's a very difficult because sometimes you see home prices jump from the list somewhere between $150,000 to $200,000. And it's a bit frustrating to go through those 30 offers on a townhome, and it seems to be happening all over the place. Some areas are trailing behind others, but right now with a mid unit, you're looking at maybe close to 700,000, and then end unit over 700, right around the ballpark of 750ish, which just seems insane. And this is all happening in the past maybe 3 to 4 weeks. So what's going on? I would say there may be several reasons for this. I find that perhaps one of the reasons would be that buyers feel more confident now. A lot of buyers were, on the sideline due to COVID, just waiting to see what's going to happen. Is the market going to crash? Wait. And all of a sudden we got the vaccine, the economy starting to somewhat come back. We got the elections down in the States, which everybody was focusing on. And with that being settled to a certain degree, everybody's starting to shift and come back into the market. Hence a lot of buyers and multiple offers and the prices as a result are increasing. So that's one cause, I believe. Again, this is my theory. You can do your own research. Another is the way the banks are actually lending money. I feel like they're somewhat investing in for the future because there is no justification for the way the prices are being appraised. And appraisers are right now, I think they're just at the mercy of, the home prices, the offer amounts, and the banks okaying the limit, and they're just appraising. Whereas looking at numbers and statistics and previously sold homes, the comparable to a property that just sold could be about 100 to 150,000 less. So how are they coming up with those calculations, and why are the banks handing out these, these loans? And, with the low interest rates, a lot of buyers are, let's go up 100 grand, 150,000. Not that it's not worth it, or, we're not going to reach these limits or even higher in the future. Ottawa definitely has the potential. We have the government, we have the high tech, and it's the immigration and everything. It's a beautiful city, lots to offer. But what's been happening in the past 3 to 4 weeks is a bit alarming. Jumping anywhere between 12 to 15% in a several week period. It's a bit alarming, and it makes you think. And perhaps we've made the jump for the year to come, and things will maybe calm a bit down if we do see a bit more inventory coming on, more listings coming on the market. But that's basically what I think is behind it, is that the banks are for now risking it, lending out these amounts for the purpose of their future in a way. So that's my take on it, and let's take a look at the numbers and what has been happening. We are now into February. We will be looking at the charts and the graphs, and we were comparing 2019 to 2020, but since we dealt with COVID in 2020, specifically on quarters, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter of the year. The first quarter was untouched by COVID. So now we'll start to compare 2020 with 2021. Month over month, and right now it's January 2020 and versus January 2021. taking a look at the two residential and condominiums new listings by week. Now, residential freeholds and condominiums are really moving apart. They're taking their own directions, going their own paths, and it's very interesting to analyze. So looking at both together now, comparing the 2 years, January over January 2020 and 2021, we're seeing that right now, 2021, you're looking at approximately about 480 units available, new listings, whereas last year it was about 380. Now, it's very important to note that most of these units that are available are actually condominium units, not freehold residential. So that's why we're seeing a climb in number of listings in this case. So let's go to the next. Sold properties by week, and we can see in 2021 we saw 400, whereas it was approximately in the 300 range for 2020. And then average sale price by week, and 2021 we see that jump again. I feel like the condominiums bring the amounts lower, and we'll see specifically residential as we proceed. But we're looking at even at this with condos and residential freeholds together, 2021 you're hitting around the ballpark of $550,000, whereas last year this time, or January, it was approximately $450,000 on average. Now looking at each separately, average sale price by week, residential only. Now we see what I was talking about. You're looking at approximately 600,000, whereas it was 500,000 on average the year before previous, and it's almost on average $100,000 jump. And again, most of this has been happening within the past month, which is very interesting. Okay. So then we're looking at the average sale price by week for condominiums. Now for condos as well, it has increased, which is a positive thing, very good. The 2021 January, we're seeing approximately about on average sale price 400,000, whereas last year this time it was 350,000 on average. So it has been increasing. So the condo market is doing well. I know there's a lot going on with Toronto, and the condo market is a bit slowing down. The rental price is dropping, but I mean, COVID is on one side, and then in Toronto they have the vacant tax as well that they're struggling with. So it is a whole different beast, whole different market in Toronto. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the charts that we always review. Looking at the residential first, the active listings and the sold listings. Looking at January 2021, we had 316 active listings, where we had 488 sold units. So it really surpasses that. And looking at the year before January, it was vice versa. We had 584 active listings and 393 sold units. Okay, so now let's take a look at the residential close price to original price, so the ratio between the list price and the sold price, basically. And looking at January 2021, look at this, it's insanity. 110%, 110.3% to asking, whereas we were still over about 101.8% last year this time, which is, you can see the significant difference between the list and sold price. Looking at the average days on the market for residential freeholds, January 2021, 18 days on average, and January 2020, 29 days. So that's pretty much down from a year before. And again, a lot of homes do still sit on the market, and pricing is everything. And we try to price homes, and a lot of people may get a bit frustrated. That's why the list prices are less than what they need to be, but it's a lot of risk to take on as a realtor and as a seller during a market where the prices are just fluctuating and increasing significantly. So we really look back at what homes sold prior to these few weeks just to be on the safe side, because I believe 2021 is a year of adjustment. Looking at the condominiums now, the active listings and the sold listings, looking at the active January 2021, it was 302 units and the solds were 276. Whereas in January 2020, it was we had 236 active units and 211 sold units. I really believe that the condo market is going back to normal. We're not talking about the downtown units that are mostly vacant or they have trouble getting rent out. That's a different market within the downtown core itself, because a lot of people reside or live in that area because of the job opportunities, which has changed. But I believe the condo market is on the right path, really, and hopefully the residential freehold market will follow suit as well. Condominiums, the close price to original price ratio, so the list price to the sold price. So we still at January 2021, we're at 100%, and it was the same. So we're getting really close to asking on the asking price to the list price for the condos. Okay, so days on the market, pretty much almost the same thing as year before, January 2021. You're looking at 27 days, and you're looking at 30 days in January 2020. And looking at the rentals now the rental market, we have more units, but less than what we had a couple of months ago. Condominiums they do contribute to this. We had 601 active units and 331 rented units, whereas in January 2020 we had 415 active units and 235 rented units. So the demand for the rentals has actually increased, but the units are more units available. And again, this depends on the type of home, location, and whether it's new or older, and so on. Again, nothing alarming. Okay, so days on the market, pretty much the same. So it hasn't been impacted. You're looking at 35 days for January 2021 and 36 days. So we're pretty much the same thing. The units are renting on average pretty much the same as they were about a year ago. Okay, so that does it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out, message me, text me, email me, or I'm only a phone call away. Any questions about the stats we cover, any questions you might have in different price brackets, categories in the real estate market you want to discuss, I'm always available. Please do remember to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. Until next time.